everyone. I am Caruana with Microsoft, and I am here at the MIT Imagination and Action event in Davos, and it has been a mind blowing experience. I'm so excited to have with me here today Inma, who's going to introduce herself, and we're going to talk a little bit about AI and automation and so much more. We found out that we are kind of kindred spirits on this topic. You're going to enjoy this. So, Inma, tell everyone what you do.
My name is Ima Martinez. I am a tech pioneer and AI researcher. I have built products and services since 2000 with both tech and AI. And my duties in creating products and innovation were to do with making products fit human needs.
Yeah, that is fantastic. So many innovators, they're so focused on solving the difficult problems, like things that need to be automated. Often that they forget about the people in the equation, right? So my job at Microsoft, I'm the director of collaboration at what is my new title? My new title is I'm the director of customer advocacy for AI and collaboration. And as a part of that, we've done automation projects, but it's always about the difficulties are always about the people, not the technology. So, how do we approach this differently in this era of AI? We have these amazing capabilities. What are we going to do to help folks?
In my experience, the word is at scale. Yeah? So people want to optimize, people want to create prediction, detection, whatever it is that you want to do. The little trick is you do it at scale. As that is what really creates something very solid that you can build competitive advantage, that you can build progress, that you can really sleep at night, that thing is working, chugging along in the background, and it really is okay.
I love that because that's also, people have a lot of, I refer to it as AI anxiety. They're unsure of what they're going to do. They're not exactly, sold yet maybe on the amazing automations that you and I both know are coming. So I feel like we have to lead differently to help people get rid of this AI anxiety, to really lean in and know what they need to do next in terms of taking advantage of an agentic future. What do you think that people should do differently from a leadership perspective?
I think that we need to link the need for operational efficiency. Yeah, because everybody wants to minimize errors, make processes more fluid, more trustworthy. Also taking people out of really burdening tasks that they should never do, right? Because they're prone to errors, prone to being really tired and stressed, and really managing all of that we wish to then automate, that we need to, at scale. And then knowing that if we do that and we do it really well with technologies and tools that we can trust, the people should be doing other things.
Yes, they definitely should. I think you're talking about changing the narrative from a leadership perspective. And I think you're also talking about really putting people's needs and the humans at the center of that. I love that. At Microsoft, we call that the people first strategy. But it's the evolution of something you've worked in for a very long time, right? This idea of human-centric design. I know we've been talking about that. How critical do you think that sort of human focus is at this time in technology?
Well, it's hitting us right now because nobody wants to go into AI not knowing clearly what is it that they're getting out of it. It's a huge investment. It requires loads of people involved and engaged into really going into that route and bringing the firm, the business, and everyone else into that new real. And the easiest way to understand it is think of a problem that currently with your resources you're unable to solve.
Interesting.
And then ask yourself, which AI tools can truly help you deal with all this complexity and challenges. And then build what level of trust and efficiency you want to achieve. And probably it's going to be a combination of AI and the people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You need them both, right? They need to work together. right? They need to work in concert. There needs to be a flow there and a trusted understanding between the people and the new technology. And I think that that's where we can change that narrative and help people get there because it's here. It's not going anywhere. I heard some amazing, we both heard some amazing things in that room listening to all the other panels. So we're firmly in this era of AI. So we have to find a way to lead through it.
What is your definition of cutting edge? I know that everybody's like building AI products and services that are cutting edge. What do you think it should mean for this?
I feel as if cutting edge should mean not only something we haven't seen before in terms of a use case or an actual technology, but something to your point that can be implemented at scale. I think that people use, like, if I have a proof of concept, it could be cutting edge, but it's not actually sustainable or meaningful until it can be delivered at scale. And so for me, cutting edge, working at a huge company like Microsoft means something very different. It doesn't mean it's perfect. It means there's room to learn. It means your curiosity is still intact as a product maker. But it does mean that you've thought about the broader global implications of the innovation that you're doing, right? If it's only serving your county, well, maybe that's fine. But the true cutting edge things, like the things I heard in that room, are going to serve the globe. I think all of us here architecting this future had that shared understanding that it's really about serving the globe. So you were asking me a question.
Yeah. Let's go into which are the areas that we see where really we're going to see cutting edge, really transformative stuff. I'm going to start with healthcare.
Yes, for sure.
If we want to make healthcare really be focused on people well-being, we need the best tech available to us to detect, predict diseases, handle the data in ways that allow us to be even more caring as to this person's wholesomeness. You want to know everything about a patient, not in segments. Go to data.
Yeah, 360-degree health.
And I think that we are very, very close to, in the next 10 years, achieving that.
I completely agree. And of course, we're at Davos. So I would have to say, climate is a huge issue, but I want to take that a step further. Climate has a direct impact on agriculture. And I believe agriculture is, next to healthcare, another area where we're going to see tremendous transformation, which is so necessary. We need AI to help us solve issues around crop rotation, around climate change, and how to deal with that, so that we don't have the need for subsidy and we can take that subsidy and turn it into investments into new and clean technology that will actually allow us to feed the world appropriately. We're not really doing that today in appropriate ways. So I feel like agriculture is an area where I'm watching that I think is fundamental, and it ties directly to climate and sustainability. So it's a win-win for me there.
And I work in artificial intelligence and agro. If you want to see things at scale, interesting country, India.
India, most definitely.
Most definitely India. We have pioneering countries like Japan, the Netherlands, Israel for irrigation systems, incredibly agile in really seeing what the tech can do. But what's happening in India
is amazing.
Amazing.
And, and what I love about that is that is a real example of academia and government and private industry working together. We did an amazing project there with the local governments to help farmers in the field be able to submit requests for support from the agricultural ministry. And it was a translation solution. It used AI, used distributed computing and what have you. Really fantastic story, but there's so much going on there. So
I'm going to throw a super question. Do you think that people using Copilot are becoming better researchers? Like, everybody's using it now and are beginning to see, where did this information come from? And it's not about just writing out of your head. No, you do beat as or use a system that is extracting information.
I think people have varying degrees of skill with this tool because It's very difficult. So I'll use myself as an example. I onboarded to this when it was a brand new, product, and I was new to this area. Unlike you, I've only been working in this area for a year and a half, almost 2 years now. And so I had to actually get up above my work. I had to, and Jamie Tivan, our chief scientist, put it well. These AI tools will help us clarify our intent more than they help us actually be productive. And so I feel like there's so much that we could talk about on this. I know that there's so much that we have to do. The point is that everybody has to think about the way they approach these tools and this work differently. And it depends upon the relationship you already had with the tasks that you need to do. And so it's an evolution. My work style has evolved because of my use of Copilot. I do things differently. I have learned to work differently. I ask my team to do things differently. And that's really the evolution. And I think it can be really scary for people. So not everybody's doing that. Sometimes they're dabbling their toe in and backing out. So it's very different depending upon what it
It
is.
now magically comes back.
I know, right? We should wrap though, because I know that there's lots of other people. So tell me the one thing that you are really excited about and that you want us to mitigate as a risk from a leadership perspective in where we are right now in AI.
I think AI is demonstrating the power is God to identify unknown unknowns. And that is, I mean, if you people don't tweet this, you have to tweet what she just said. So, what unknown unknown? What it means is, yes, you want to create for operational efficiency, yeah, but with AI, because it's able to grab data that you didn't even know it was there, it just brings you perspectives and information that you never guessed.
That's right.
And many, many businesses, logistics, retail, supply chain are beginning to discover inefficiencies, ways to optimize, ways to build competitive advantage. I think if people should be excited about is about really building competitiveness.
That is fantastic. And that's why I love imagination and action. I get to be educated by spectacular people. I get to share in this experience with so many others. And you can find us in the Imagination Action Network. You can find us on LinkedIn, on Blue Sky, and your favorite social media app. There's always amazing stuff coming out of the people who are here. And thank you for spending some time with me today.
Thank you.